G'day everyone, just back to talk about the first big update for my game Nanomon Virtual Pet. This update is a huge one and it's live on both Steam and GX Games now, while the demo is. The links are in the description. So first up, I've streamlined the UI to make feeding your Nanomon faster. Before you had dedicated buttons for basic food and drinks, but I felt like a lot of people weren't realizing they actually had other food items in their inventory. So there's a big request from the community as well, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks now. The big addition is farming. This is an activity that you can find at the end of an area where items can be planted and watered over 3 days, and then harvested to get more of that item. So you get more items the more days you've watered them, and I spent a lot of time designing how this one would work, because I knew it was important to get the balance right so that farming wasn't just a thing that everyone felt like they had to do, but I wanted it to be more of like a thing that players would try to specialize in. So to try and achieve that, I designed it so the farm will only spawn adjacent to your starting area and you don't know which tile that will be. And also you have to still explore that area to get to the farm. So the plan is to add 3 things to the game that will make specialization in it more fun. The first is a trait that your Nanomon can learn that lets them identify where the farm is spawned each day. Second is a consumable item that lets you get to the end of an area super fast to reach the farm. And third, a mechanic that lets you pay meat to remotely water your crops in case you can't play for the day. I'm hoping that these elements will encourage people to kind of specialize in farming, and I want to add this kind of specialization opportunity to other activities like fishing and stuff. Also, I made the farming and harvesting use the same kind of interactions as other mini games, which felt very big brain if I do say so myself. The idea for shooting the water slime came from wanting to have players just click around and find out rather than have wordy tutorials in this game. So my theory is if I reuse that same slime design as an enemies that players click on in other mini games, then when they see one on the farm, they'll naturally click on it and discover that it waters their crops. Next up, I've also added the meat mines. This is a simple end of area activity to literally just mine basic food. Going forward, basic meat is going to be kind of like a de facto currency for the game, so I thought it was important to add. Originally, I didn't think too much about it, and then a friend said that the name meat mines has some horrifying implications, so I really lent into it at first, and I made this version that has like fleshy pustules that you were like hacking open to get meat, and yeah, it was pretty gross, so I just made this very abstract crystalline cave kind of area. Because yeah, like the meat mine just sounds gross. I've also made it more obvious when your Nanomon's energy is recharging at home. This should help you avoid accidentally sending them out exploring when they're not ready. And a lot of people were asking on the Discord how to get their energy back. So hopefully this makes it more clear that just being at home is recharging your Nanomon's energy. Just other things, I've added sprite sets for stage 3 food type and primal type Nanomon. This has been a long time coming. I really need to get them finished. I only have about 3 more sprite sets to do for stage 3 to be done, and then I can focus on the final evolutions, which people are always more excited about. They're like the pizza guy and the shark and stuff. Oh, and yeah, I added a new item called the Cursed Donut. So in the future, I want this item to curse your Nanomon to age or grow twice as fast. But for now, it just increases your Nanomon's growth meter to 99%. That can be a helpful way to quickly evolve your Nanomon. But yeah, like I want to have more of these kind of like crazy trade-off items in the future. But overall, I'm really happy with where the game is now. The farm adds a nice like multi-day goal for advanced players. But the meat mines should help new players struggling at the start of the game. So yeah, like this last 2 weeks have just been like super productive, and I'm really hoping I can keep this energy going forward. Like these new changes have brought like so many opportunities for other mechanics and things, and will make them a lot easier to implement, so that's like really exciting. Yeah, thanks for watching, and you can play and wishlist Nanomon over on Steam or GX Games right now. Links in the description. Bye!